You're listening to the Weekend Sport Podcast with Jason Pine from News Talk ZB.
The last of the Super Rugby quarterfinals is in Canberra tonight, 9:30, Brumbies v Highlanders. Again, there's a full commentary for you on Gold Sport and iHeartRadio. The Brumbies were third in the regular season, losing just 2 of their 14 games and winning all of their home matches. The Highlanders finished 6th.
The Highlanders have duffed the line out.
Absolutely.
The ball's out. Try to the Highlanders. Out of nothing.
Let's go.
Yeah. Oh, it's de Groot.
Highlanders and All Blacks prop Ethan de Groot is with us out of Canberra. Ethan, what sort of shape do you think you're in heading into the quarterfinals?
Obviously started off the season with a bit of a hiss and a roar, and then the middle of our season got a bit messy, but we've sort of cleaned things up coming into finals footy. And the beauty thing about finals footy, it's points don't matter, it's knockout, so best team wins on the day, really.
You talk about that ropey period sort of mid-season. What were the things that you put in place that helped you to kind of get out of that and put together a decent run of results towards the back end?
I think we just went back to simplifying things and just go back to what was working well for us instead of adding a whole heap of other stuff. So, yes, probably just simplified up our game a bit more and just went back to what was working well at the start.
Was last weekend's game against the Hurricanes a bit challenging mentally? You kind of knew you were in the top 8 already. You couldn't really improve your table position. Wanted to keep something in the tank for knockout footy. Was it a bit challenging mentally last weekend? Not personally, not for myself. It was obviously a big game, knocking up the 50, but I think it was good. You know, we gave a lot more boys a run. We rested a few of our key guys that we couldn't afford to get injured, so everyone was sort of ready, and we're all ready and battle hardened for hopefully the next couple of weeks. So in the earlier meeting with the Brumbies this season, 27-21 loss in round 4. You led that game after an hour. Pretty close result at the end. What can you take out of that game that might be useful tonight?
Yeah, that was sort of... Yeah, we definitely let that game slip, and we're a completely different team since then, and so are the Brumbies. But yeah, I think we can just take out. Obviously, you start well, you got to finish well, and we got to front up.
As far as the week's concerned, has it felt different in any way? You know, with a knockout game at the end of it.
Not really. We just take 1 week at a time, and hopefully we can earn another Monday together. So, in that aspect, you know, there's always the unknown, but and not looking too far ahead. We just got to nail this game.
You had this long-running winless streak against other New Zealand sides kind of hanging over you, but snapped it with that victory over the Crusaders 3 or 4 weeks back in Dunedin. How much did you enjoy that victory? Yeah,
that was a beauty. You know, it's always easy to get up for games like that against the old foe, and you know, a team that's been on top for so long. But yeah, that was extremely proud of that effort from the boys.
What sort of day-to-day impact has Jamie Joseph had on the team, Ethan, coming in as in that new role of Director of Rugby? Has he had much sort of on-the-grass impact?
In terms of, probably not coaching-wise, as in on-the-grass coaching, but he's definitely come in and he's got our coaching staff hissing, and, you know, he brings a bit of edge, and he's been awesome with our leadership group as well, so... he sort of works behind the scenes, but yeah, he's definitely got that presence about him that, you know, you just want to go do everything for him, and same with the coaches. Yeah, he's a pretty special man.
Yeah, that's for sure. Can I ask you about your rest week in early May? I thought this was tremendous. Taking the week off and going duck shooting. How important is it to do something unrelated to rugby during your weeks off and to refresh yourself mentally?
Yeah, obviously we've got long years of rugby. Hopefully, obviously got a big year. Hopefully I'm back in the All Blacks. But yeah, in terms of those rest weeks, it was luckily my one aligned with duck shooting. But yeah, I definitely earned the right. It wasn't a full week off. I still trained, joined the team. I just didn't play. But I had that weekend off, and I think it's massive to get away from the game for a wee bit. And if that takes going duck shooting with my mates, or going out for a pig, or going out for a stag, that's what I'll do in my spare time. So that's what I went and done.
Did you have a successful weekend in the Mai, is the big question.
Yeah. No, it's always good. Me and my mates down home have been going down there for years. We ended up shooting 68 for the weekend. It was pretty good. Not bad.
Well, I mean, that seems like a lot for the uninitiated. Like, what would a regular number be? Like, is 50 a good number, for example?
Oh, you always hear of some ridiculous numbers, especially down south where I'm from. Yeah, I think that's pretty standard, around 50. Anything close to 100 is a pretty good day, but I hear about some people getting, over that.
Sure. Well, and back to the rugby, you mentioned the All Blacks there. Obviously, Highlanders are your focus until the season ends, in whichever way, shape or form that is. Have you thought, though, much about the All Blacks season ahead?
Well, not too much. I just know it's a massive year, and you got to be playing your best footy to obviously make that squad. So, yeah, for me, it's the only thing I'm looking at now is performing to be selected. Each game is you sort of got to treat every game towards the end of the season as a trial to make the All Blacks, and that's kind of how I've taken it.
And as far as the Brumbies are concerned, just to finish, are there any things that you've kind of pinpointed that you'll need to do particularly well if you are to advance to the semi-finals?
Yeah, set piece is going to be massive. The Brumbies are known for good line-out D, and they're also known for a good rolling maul, so we'll be prepared for that. I reckon whoever wins set piece will win the game.
Well, you must feel a high degree of responsibility in that area then, do you, as the cornerstone of the Highlanders scrum? Does that kind of, give you any extra motivation knowing that it's going to be that kind of battle?
Yeah, 100%. If that's their way into the game and I can take that away from them and make it our way into the game, yeah, that's my role, and I'm excited for the challenge.
Well, I hope you get another Monday. Hope you earn yourselves another Monday. We'll be watching with interest tonight, Ethan. Thanks for taking the time for a chat, mate.
No worries. Thank you very much.
No, thank you, Ethan. Ethan de Groot, Highlanders and All Blacks front rower. 9:35 tonight. That's the final quarter-final.
For more from Weekend Sport with Jason Pine, listen live to News Talk ZB weekends from midday or follow the podcast on iHeartRadio.